Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is One of One, but you can call me Seven. And yeah, this feels really somber. We're about to send off Suzuha to go back to 1975? I think that's the year. I could be misremembering because it's been a hot minute since I played Steins Gate, but we remember the idea is that she'll never be able to come back here and she'll never be able to go back home, so she's sacrificing a lot. And especially with this piano-only version of the main theme, it's a lot, especially now that we've just discovered that sorry, I should say Mayuri has discovered that Daru is Suzuha's dad. I mean, she definitely figured it out, and we were right there on the money with her, but so much has happened, and now it has culminated in this. At least it feels like it's all been leading up to this. I wouldn't be surprised if Moika kicked the door down and things all went sideways, but who knows? It feels like we're about to get into a new chapter, so let's just see what happens. Guess I should be going. Wait, you're going already? Don't you have more to say to your father? What am I doing? Suzuha's mind is set. I know that nothing I can say will convince her to stay. It's madness to even try. If she stays, Mayuri dies. I know that. So why am I trying to stop her? No, I'm fine now. I'm going to get an IBN 5100, just like I promised. She looks at us with the face of a warrior. I'll bring it to you here in Akihabara. That's my duty, and I'll see it through. The rest is up to you. Change the future. Please. Nobody speaks. Nobody nods. We don't have the words. But she sees it in our faces. Resolve. Suzuha has entrusted us with her will and her mission. We meet her gaze, each of us, and silently swear to protect them to the end. The future Suzuha came from is not the future we desire. In Suzuha's time, Daru and I fought to change it. This time, we'll make sure it never happens. Mayuri will live, Kurisu will be free. Suzuha will grow up knowing her father. We must change the future, that all these things may come to pass. Well, see you in 35 years. No, I guess it'll only be a few hours for you guys. Oh, I almost forgot. The time machine gives off terrific ultraviolet rays when it jumps, so make sure not to look directly at it. Feels like an important thing to tell us. With that final warning, Suzuha boards the time machine. She waves once, and then the hatch closes behind her. Moments later, the machine comes to life. A shrill alarm starts ringing. There are no other sounds. It makes less noise than I'd expect. People on the street below start shouting and cheering at the satellite's sudden activity. They all look up and point. Yeah, man, this thing is bright. Oh, I just realized that's Rintaro on the right. And yeah, that's definitely Kurisu on the left. Man, guys, this visual novel has taken a massive turn, a huge mood shift. Suddenly, it's so real and raw and a little gritty. I think I like it. I love it. It's just, it kind of caught me by surprise. I don't know. I definitely didn't expect things to be all hunky-dory and goofy. You know, it's just I don't know. Maybe it's the way that the words that they wrote, the actual word choice that they used. Regardless, my phone vibrates. I quickly take it out and open it. The mail is from Suzuha. Thanks. Goodbye. Didn't she send this? Yeah. When I failed to stop her on a previous world line, she sent me the exact same message before leaving. But this time, the word holds a completely different meaning. I lift my eyes from the message to see the space around the time machine begin to warp. A cocoon of light appears and envelops the fuselage. I squint my eyes against the brilliance. We will never see her again. Not this, Suzuha. Yes, we can seek her out in our time. I know that I will make the effort. But the next time we meet, an immense gulf of time will have divided us. No matter how hard we wish it were different, she will not be the girl we knew. All of a sudden, Daru takes a step into the light.
Suzuha!
sure we'll meet again. I'll do my best until then. I hate myself for not knowing any other way to say it. But I'll do my best. Oh. I'll do my best, I promise. So Suzuha, do your best too. His words probably can't reach her anymore. As the light grows more intense, I raise my hand to shield my eyes. Bathed in radiant particles, the cocoon slowly unfurls. The next thing I know, Suzuha's time machine has vanished into thin air, leaving a hole the size of a dump truck in Radikan's wall. The air is thick with the smell of ozone and seems to pulse softly where the machine stood. We stand there for a while, staring silently at the empty spot while the summer breeze blows gently past, as if the wind were fate itself. Oh my god. Unfortunately, we're back in business. That was a great moment. I enjoyed that immensely. But we don't have time to mourn her departure. In about an hour and a half, Moika's group will attack the lab. Before that happens, we need to acquire the IBN 5100 that Suzuha went to 1975 to obtain. The time machine's sudden disappearance has thrown the area into chaos, which makes it easy for us to slip out unnoticed. See you in 35 years, Suzuha said. 54-year-old Suzuha should be here in Akiba. Before she left, we decided that the time machine's disappearance would be her cue to bring the IBN 5100 to the lab. But when we return to the lab, there's no 54-year-old woman waiting for us. It seems Suzuha hasn't come yet. No more running. Oh, we were running. Okay, Kurisu gasps for breath while Mighty calmly munches on a banana. As I check the lab for any sign of Suzuha, a line of red numbers catches my eye. Oh, the meter reads 0.337187%. 337187, okay. Divergence hasn't changed. Reading Steiner didn't activate this time, so I suspected that might be the case. Let's think this through. I thought that divergence would change the instant Suzuha obtained an IBN 5100 in 1975, but maybe there's something else that needs to happen. Will it change the instant Suzuha hands me the IBN 5100? Or will it change when we use the IBN 5100 to delete my email from CERN's database? At any rate, all we can do now is wait for Suzuha to arrive. Suzuha's 54 by now, right? Okay, wait. Okay, so the idea is that I'm trying to remember all these things now because they're really this game is so chock full of lore, and like I need to remember the premise of a lot of the actions that they take so that I understand what's going on. So yeah, the idea is that CERN knows somehow, and they need to delete that email, that very first email about a dead Makize, I think, from the beginning of the game that Rintaro sent, so that they never catch wind, because they have I forget what it's called. They have like a thing that catches all information and then filters out certain things about time travel or whatever, and sends it to CERN, so then they know, so then they send Kiryu or whatever, I guess. Yeah. I think that's the bit. There's a lot that I think I'm not remembering, but we'll catch up as we go. After catching his breath, Daru speaks. My daughter is 30 years older than me. I don't know if I want to see that. Feels weird, man. That's fair, dude. You know, it wouldn't be unusual for her to have grandchildren by that age. You mean I can have great-grandkids? I don't know if I'm ready for that, man. Just be super nice to them. That's what grandpas do. Please don't call me grandpa. A knock on the door interrupts our idle chatter. It must be Suzuha. What if it's Moika and she's early? Everyone looks at me. With a strange mixture of anticipation and anxiety, I slowly open the door.
Oh, Okabe.
Okabe. Hey, Tennoji. Mr. Braun? Instead of an old woman, we get a wall of muscle. Our disappointment is palpable. Oh, it's you. Have you seen my part-timer? Yeah. Mr. Braun peeks into the lab. If you're looking for Suzu-san, she went 35 years...
Shut up, Mighty!
Dude, shut up! Shut up, Mighty! Shut up! Makurisu covers Mighty's mouth. Dude, nice English. I like it. You know something? Where'd that girl run off to? She took the last couple of days off and I don't know when she's coming next. She won't even answer her phone. We don't have time for this, but I can't just order him to leave. Not unless I want another cracked skull. She said she went back to her hometown. She's probably gone for good. What? You sure? That brat. She didn't say a word to me. The future is changing. Isn't this proof? Yeah, it is. On my previous leaps, Mr. Braun never came by the lab. This must be related to Suzuha's trip to 1975. Surely it's a good sign. Now, as long as the attractor field doesn't amend history again, Mr. Braun sighs, then turns to me with a serious expression. Well, whatever. I've got something for you, Okabe. For me? He hands me an envelope. It's addressed to Okabe Rintaro, but there's no stamp or postmark. The name Hashida Suzu is written on the back. What is this? It's from the lady who used to own this building. She asked me to give it to you on this day. Who? How did you know Suzu-san anyway? Suzu-san? So she decided to acquire the building? Hashida's Daru's surname. Where is she now? Huh? She passed away 10 years ago. Passed away? She's dead? A wave of dizziness nearly sweeps me off my feet. How old was she? Mid-40s, I think? The age fits. Thank you for taking care of this letter, Mr. Braun. Is it from Suzu-san? Why did he have it? Mr. Braun clearly doesn't understand our reaction, and we're not about to explain. I thank him again. Again, he grumbles a bit and leaves. As soon as he's gone, I break the seal and open the envelope. My god, she's dead? They saw her off for good. Inside is a handwritten letter. The characters are slightly messy, as if her hand was shaking as she wrote it. Our eyes, transfixed, begin to read. Dear Okabe Rintaro, it's me, Amane Suzuha, Hashida Taiter's daughter. It's been a long time. Though for you, I'm sure only a few hours have passed. The date is June 13th, the year 2000. Meaning I'm writing this 10 years before you will read it. I'll get right to the point. Oh god, I got massive chills! God, I hate that! Oh. The year 2000. About 9 or 10 years before you will read this. I failed. I only remembered who I was 1 year ago, today. The day Nostradamus said the King of Terror would come. Are you talking about Y2K? No, wait, hold on. I don't know what this is in reference to. But she went back to 1975 and just didn't remember who she was? She only remembered who she was a year ago, so 1999? He should have come and burned us all away. For 24 years, I forgot who I was. All I could remember was my name. I finally remembered 1 year ago, the day the King of Terror was supposed to come but didn't. I think that is what that's supposed to mean. Y2K, there's no King of Terror, but I want to die. The repairs were incomplete. The time machine malfunctioned. When I arrived in 1975, I couldn't remember anything. They found me lying in the street like a broken doll and took me to a hospital. Now I've been living on my own for years, but that's as Hashida Suzu. A normal person who forgot the duty and mission of Amane Suzuha I only remembered last year. Stop, man. Something went wrong. I don't know what. The repairs were incomplete, but it's not Dad's fault. It's mine. I should have gone straight to 1975. I shouldn't have stopped in 2010. But I was selfish and now the future was doomed. There's no IBN 5100. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. For what purpose have I lived to No. No. No, she didn't. She didn't. She didn't. No, Suzuha. No. You didn't. Don't say you did that. I forgot my duty and lived a carefree life instead. There's room for regret, but... Oh. Now my life has no meaning at all. I wish I hadn't remembered. I'm glad I finally remembered. I'm glad I had this chance to say sorry. Forgive me. My plan failed. I spent this whole year asking myself why. I finally figured it out. If I hadn't postponed my leave to 1975, this wouldn't have happened. Okabe Rintaro. After the offline meet, you stopped me from going to 1975. I was really happy, but that's where it all went wrong. I should have left. I shouldn't have waited. That was my last chance. That night, there was a thunderstorm. My time machine was flooded. If you can go back to that day, please, please let me leave. Then I can bring you the IBN 5100. I can fulfill my mission. Please. That's all I want. I promised Dad. This was his dream. I want to change the future. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My life was meaningless. Whoa. Why? Why did they have to do that? I've got goosebumps all over my body. I don't feel good. That was really sad, and now they have this whole dilemma of getting to help her, give her closure, help her find her dad, become close to her, and... versus letting her do her job and never get any of that. Never be able to go back to her own time. Oh, guys. This is not a good feeling. I can tell you that much. My hands curl, crumpling the page. I realize that I am crying. Suzuha failed? She lost her memory? Her life was meaningless? This can't be happening. Nobody says a word. Their faces, like mine, are frozen in disbelief. I turn to Daru. He's whiter than a sheet. Daru. Didn't you fix the time machine? I did? I thought I did, but... I mean, that was my first time repairing a time machine. I might have missed something. Missed something? Whatever you missed, whoa, 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 Rintaro. This is not the way to handle this, buddy. This guy's just found out that this girl is his daughter, and now reading this? I mean, he doesn't even know what it's like to be a father yet. The emotions that he must be feeling. Man, you can't just go in and... Yeah, you can't just go in and blame him like this. Calm down, both of you. Hashida did everything he could. He doesn't deserve your anger, Okabe. How can you be so calm? I mean, you've still got the phone wave, right? That's how... Oopsies. I accidentally... quick fingers. That's how I am. Sorry, now calm down. It's not Daru's fault, I know that. But it can't end like this. It can't! What was Suzuha feeling as she wrote this letter? I look again at the words scrawled upon the page, every character resonant with despair. I wanted to welcome her back with a smile. Instead, this. Suzuha is dead, 10 years gone, and she probably took her own life. Wait, how did she die? Don't tell me. Mr. Braun must know what happened. I run to the window and check the street. Mr. Braun is outside closing up shop.
Mr. Braun!
I run downstairs.
Okabe.
Okabe, did you hear? That satellite up and disappeared. Everyone's talking about it. I guess it's already made the news. Please, I need to know. Huh? No what? Hashida Suzu-san, how did she die? Why do you want to know that? He looks at me hard. I meet his stare unflinching. I don't know anything about how she died. I need to know what her last moments were like. I feel that it's my duty to know. To engrave her memory into my heart. Sounds like you've got a reason. What I want to know is how you knew her. She was an old acquaintance. That's all I can say. A very old acquaintance, but I still remember the time I spent with her. So please, tell me. I don't like to talk about it. But alright. Listen good, Okabe. I slowly nod. And then I get my answer. Yeah, we knew. We knew that she did that. It was probably to atone or for some reason like that. It was suicide. The word drops on my heart like an anvil. My knees give out. I collapse to the pavement. Suicide. She hung herself at home. I was the one who found her. My life was meaningless. I recall the last words she wrote in her letter, words of unimaginable despair. She didn't deserve so bleak an end. She became unstable about a year before it happened. Before that, she was a nice, cheerful lady. This building was hers. She gave me a place to stay. She had no relatives, you know. Almost no one came to her funeral. It was a sad thing to see. She handed me that letter a week before it happened, told me to give it to a young man named Okabe Rintaro on this exact date. When you moved in upstairs, I thought Suzu-san must have seen the future or something. Enough. I can't take it anymore. I try to stand, but my legs betray me. I stumble, but before I fall, a small body supports my shoulder. Is it Maeri? Yeah. Maeri. It must be taking all her strength to hold me up. Did Maeri hear how Suzuha died? Her eyes are wet, her lips are trembling. Still, she's the one supporting me. Maeri and I bow deeply to Mr. Braun and return to the lab. When we get back, Daru is seated at his computer, head on the table. Kurishi was standing in front of the TV, watching an excited reporter talk about Radican. The disappearance of the satellite is huge news, obviously. The lounge is silent, save for the TV. I look at the table. The divergence meter still reads 0.337187%. It hasn't changed since before Suzuha left. What went wrong? I can't go back 10 years with a time leap machine. I can't do anything about Suzuha's death. Should I have stopped her from leaving after all? Maybe then this tragedy wouldn't have happened. No. What choice did I have? I can't save Maeri without the IBN 5100. Suzuha had to travel to 1975. I consider my options. What if I redo these 2 days again? Could Daru fix the time machine so this doesn't happen? Is fixing the time machine even possible? Daru's skills are second to none, and the time machine was built by his own hand 26 years in the future. It seems logical that he would be able to fix it. But look at it another way. It took Daru 26 years to learn enough to build a time machine, and he had to reverse engineer CERNs to do it. Maybe it's unreasonable to expect our Daru to perform flawless repairs in only 2 days. In that case, can I have Daru use the time leap machine and repeat these 2 days until he repairs it? No, he'll have to start from scratch each time. 2 days just aren't enough. I collapse onto the sofa and bury my face in my hands. Mairi sits next to me and gently rubs my back. I'm grateful for her kindness. I recall what Suzuha wrote. If you can go back to that day, please, please let me leave. The D-mail I sent. Could that be the cause? On the original world line, Suzuha leapt to 1975 after failing to meet her father. Unsatisfied with that outcome, I sent a D-mail to convince myself to follow Suzuha and prevent her from leaving. As a result, she remained in 2010 for an additional 4 days. But that night, the time machine was damaged by a thunderstorm. If I hadn't followed Suzuha that day, if I hadn't sent that D-mail to myself, her time machine would not have malfunctioned. She would have arrived safely in 1975. The solution is obvious. I need to cancel that D-mail. But can I really do that? If I change the past so that Suzuha leaves, won't that undo the 4 days we spent together? Our frantic search throughout the streets of Akiba. Her heartfelt confession on the roof of Rarigan. Her tearful reunion with her father, Daru. All of it will be undone. What do I do? An urgent... Oh no. Oh, I hate that sound. I really hate that sound. Guys, I don't feel good. I don't like this anymore. This game is pulling my emotions every which way. I don't like this. I look up in surprise. Bomb threat suspends Yamanote Sobu Keihin Tohoku lines. Damn, Moika's men will be here any minute. There's no time to think, no time to hesitate. I run downstairs, break into the Brontube workshop, and turn on the 42-inch CRT. Then I return to the lab and activate the time leap machine. What are you doing, Okabe? Kurisu demands answers. I can see the fear in her eyes. We can't just leave it like this. I have to do something. Okabe, yeah, you said it. I don't need to repeat that. Are you sure? Don't try to stop me, Mayuri. I can't let this stand. There are two options. I can cancel the D-mail that convinced me to pursue Suzuha. Sending a contradictory D-mail should do the trick. Or I can time leap again and prevent Suzuha from leaving. Two options, but really, just one. Do not hesitate, Okabe Rintaro. Hesitation is unforgivable. You already know what you must do. Stop pursuit. Last mail. Is CERN trap. That should be enough to convince me to let Suzuha go. I don't know if I'd be able to come up with a good thing to say with Moika's men bearing down on us like this. This is clutch from Rintaro. This makes perfect sense. Kurisu, you're good at remembering dates, aren't you? Well, sure. When did we throw that party for Suzuha? 4 days ago, August 9th. You're sending a D-mail, Okarin? But won't that make everything disappear? 4 days. It may not sound like much, but in that time we forged a definite bond with Suzuha. To send this D-mail is to sever that bond. I know that, but this is the only choice I have. I set the phone wave to 97 hours ago. This D-mail should arrive a few hours after the first. Now I just need to send it. Save Mayuri. That is my purpose. That is what drove me to leap through time. I'll do whatever it takes to save her. This is just one more sacrifice. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's going all in. I mean, I get that Mayuri is very important to him and stuff like that, but this is undoing so much. A lot of the character development, too, that we saw in the last couple of episodes. The last, what, 2, 3? And that's just all going to be undone. Also that Suzuha can go and fulfill her mission instead of getting to do this, though, if you really think about it, she met an awful end. It still gives me goosebumps just thinking about it and what we read. So this is the only option. He's right. He's right. Erase the time you spent with Suzuha. Destroy whatever bond you had. Send the D-mail. Push the button. Isn't that what Suzuha wants? You'll be saving her from 25 years of loneliness, from ending her life in utter despair. Save Suzuha. Save Mayuri. This is the right thing to do. This is right. But is it really? Is erasing those memories really the right thing to do? Isn't that just running away from reality? Shouldn't I try time leaping first? Maybe there's another way. What should I do? What's the right choice? Stop. You're starting to doubt. Never doubt. I don't know the answer, but I need to reach a conclusion or else. I can't. I can't do it. I can't send this D-mail. Acting on impulse, I don the headgear and punch in a 48-hour time leap. What? Dude. Do you have a plan? I ignore her and bite down hard on my lip. As the taste of blood fills my mouth, I press the button. Dude? Do you have a... Do you have a plan, man? Why did you... That's the only choice you had, at least I feel like it was. The world twists. My legs shake. I cover my eyes and wait for my senses to return to normal. 1,000 emotions stampede through my skull, then fade away. I stare vacantly at Kurisu, who is standing in front of me. At first, I can't hear her over the buzzing in my ears, but little by little, her voice becomes clear. You're shaking. We've only been at it for 2 days and you're already exhausted. Kurisu thrusts her finger at me like an angry schoolteacher. You still have plenty of time to find the pin. You don't have to be in such a hurry. If you collapse, what then? I won't be worried about you, but Mairi sure will. Take care of yourself. Got it? She's worried about you. The time leap worked. Yeah, got it. I nod to Kurisu, then collapse onto the sofa. I couldn't sacrifice either of them. In a sense, I am running away, but there is no other choice. No other way to save Suzuha and Mairi both. In 2 days, Mairi will die and Suzuha will be lost to the past. If these 2 days are all we have left, then all I can do is repeat them. Forever. Let these 2 days be the rest of my life. Guys? Did he just give up? Did he just give in to despair? Like, is that it? Because this feels like we're heading towards the bad ending. You know what I mean? Like, not only does this feel like the bad ending, I mean, this feels like the bad ending of Persona 5, first off, but secondly, it's gross, it's bad. I feel like, oh, I don't like this. The wind caresses my cheek. I push down on the pedals and begin the ascent up Harumi Bridge. The spokes revolve rhythmically, reflecting the sunlight. Sweat oozes out of every pore, but it's not unpleasant. It feels good, healthy, like running around the school field as a child. The weather's so nice. Why did I have to come along? Same here, the wind's too strong. You're a little chubby, Daru-kun. I think you need to exercise more. Fat neckbeard master race. Leading the way at a terrific pace is Suzuha on her trusty mountain bike. What a view! From here you can see across Tokyo Bay all the way to Rainbow Bridge in the distance. Akiba and the jumbled sprawl of central Tokyo are 2 hours ride behind us. Here on this artificial island, there are only skyscrapers and vacant lots. One extreme or the other. One time, I took the bus back to Akiba after Komima, so I already knew how close it was, but I never thought I'd come here by bike. Except for Suzuha, we're all using rent-a-cycles. I wanted to change of pace from the search for the unfindable pin, so I proposed this cycling expedition. Of course, I already know who the pin belongs to and who Suzuha's father is, but I've chosen not to tell anyone. If at all possible, I want to spend these 2 days in peace and delay Suzuha's time travel. That is my goal now. It's so hard to fault Okabe for this. It's so difficult because we're not in the situation, but he's being selfish and he's also being unreasonable. This is not in service of... did you not remember the resolve you guys felt when Suzuha traveled off to 1975, or at least tried to? What happened to that? I thought this trip would be a waste of time at first, but I guess people need to take a break once in a while. I'd rather be working on the time leap machine. This just proves that I belong indoors. You two are all worn out. Come on, guys. Stamina is the key to survival. Kurisu and Daru are exhausted while Suzuha and Mairi are still going strong. I already know the distance between Akiba and Ariake, so I'm able to pace myself in order to conserve energy. Ah, man, these poor dudes. There's no convenience store until we cross another bridge after this one. Tough it out. You serious? I can't. It's impossible. You really know the area. Have you been here before? Yeah, many times. How long have I been living in this closed loop of time? That's what I want to know. How many times has he repeated this? It's really giving me that sort of a Haruhi Suzumiya situation. Endless 8, if for those of you who know. It's already getting hard to keep track of the days, so instead I think in 2-day cycles. This should be the 4th cycle. Okay, so he's done this 4 times, he's lived 8 days. This time only I know that Mairi is fated to die because he doesn't tell anyone? By keeping that secret, I allow us to spend these days like normal kids our age would. This cycling expedition is part of that. Suzuha and Mairi enjoy the ride, so I make sure we do it each time I repeat the loop. Guys, this is awful. This is not good. This is in fact the worst ending. Our current destination is Tokyo Big Sight, the massive convention center Nariake. In a few days, it will be home to Komima, the world's largest doujinshi marketplace event. Big Sight's straight ahead. It shouldn't take more than 10 minutes to get there. Let's take a break first. Dado has used up the last of his strength. While still on his bike, he rests his body against the guardrail separating us from the road. I turn and pull up next to Dado's bike. It's not safe there. Come on. Let me rest. I said it's not safe. I sigh and pull Dado up by the arm. Poor dude. Dado stands up. A second later, a huge truck speeds past. The gust of wind left in its wake nearly bowls us over. The bridge sways beneath our feet. That was close. Oh my god, it probably wouldn't have hit him anyway, but still, best to be careful. You know, that was almost like Okarin saw the future. You got a D-mail, didn't you? Maeri's innocent smile, Kurisu's cynical grin. To them it's a joke, but they're not mistaken. He knew. The only thing they got wrong was that I didn't send a D-mail. I time-leaped. Suzuhu? Suzuha's eyes meet mine. She was laughing just a moment ago, but now she looks confused, uncertain. I avert my eyes. You can't look at her, huh? You know you're being selfish. You know you're not doing what Suzuha would want you to do. You know that this isn't how you should be spending your time. And you can't look her in the eye because you feel guilty. You did save him from being hit by a car. Dadu, his vigor restored, faces Big Sight with his arms spread wide. I've never seen it this empty. Look at all that space. It's hard to believe they fill this whole area during Komima. In the emptiness, it is easy to see how truly majestic Big Sight is. At Komima, when you're waiting through a sea of people, it's just another big building. Yeah, they're hungry. Isn't there a restaurant nearby? Let's take a break. I can't believe blah blah blah. I can't believe what? I can't believe we have to bike all the way back. What a nightmare. The three of them go searching for the family restaurant. Suzuha's still gazing at Big Sight. What's wrong, Suzuha? I asked the question, though I already know how she'll answer. She's excited to see Big Sight in real life. You've lived this cycle 4 times, huh? Her eyes are shining. It's gone by 2036, you know. They included to make way for bigger, better convention centers. Tokyo's full of them in my time. They even moved the dome out there. Suzuha points to the middle of Tokyo Bay. Hashira Iteru called it the Holy Land. Is that how you see it in this time? So this is where they have Komima. I've heard of it. Hundreds of thousands of people come, right? Mom said that's where she met my dad. Ah, so your mother was a Fujoshi. I've always wanted to see this place. Thank you, Okabe Rintaro. This is... Okay. It's not like... This feels bad and it feels gross, but I understand where he's coming from. A sharp pain stabs through my heart. I know who Suzuha's father is. He's right over there, but I won't tell her. Not until the afternoon of the 13th when the time leap machine is complete. For now, I just want to prolong these 2 days of peace. Hayaku! It's us, come on, I'm starving. Suzuha grabs my hand and we take off running. Somehow I manage to force a smile. Today was fun. Tomorrow will be fun. Every day will be fun. Forever. Come on. This really is just like Endless 8. If you guys don't... Actually, if you don't know what I mean, watch the anime. Don't look up what I mean. It's a big spoiler. Just know it... You know, whatever. This is a time loop, and it's insane. Good lord. It's all the same. It's just... Are we really doing this again? Wait, what did he say? Sorry, but there's no convenience store until we cross another bridge after this one. Tough it out, I reply mechanically. Yeah, many times. What cycle is this? My 10th? It must be more than that by now. I'm still repeating the same 2 days. Moika's attack, Mighty's death. Those things will never ever happen. Today, once again, we're off on an adventure. This hurts! This hurts! This feels not good! Oh my god. That was used the last of strength. Yeah, it's not safe. I swallow my words. Thoughts too dark to be my own suddenly slip into my mind. What will happen If I don't pull Daru back, will the truck catch on Daru's fat? Will it send him flying like a rag doll? Will it take off his head? Will blood spray from the stump like a crimson fountain? Will the girl scream, I wonder? Let's find out. What difference does it make if Daru dies? I can just time leap again, can't I? Go back to the start of the loop and Daru will be as good as new. Besides, everyone needs a little spice in their life. For these 2 days, I am God. I choose who lives and who... The sound of a horn blasts my eardrums. Daru jerks back from the guardrail. A split second later, the truck howls past. Daru loses his balance and falls on his butt. Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt? Get off their bicycles and help Daru up. That truck was mean. The truck has already crossed the intersection after the bridge. We watch it drive away. Crazy drivers. I should have checked the number, then I could be like, reported. There's not much point in reporting it. Everyone's fussing over Daru. I stand a few steps away staring at my hands. I'm glad it ended as something to laugh about, but what was I thinking just now? I began this loop so that no one would be hurt, so that Mighty would live and Suzuha would never go back in time. Yet just now, I was ready to watch Daru die. Some part of me wanted it to happen. Why'd you use her full name? Why'd you use his full name? I cower in reflex upon hearing my name. Suzuha is staring at me. There are questions in her eyes. She can't have heard my dark thoughts just now, and yet I feel like she can see right through me. You look pale. What's wrong, Okarina? I'm the one who should be shaking. Right. I was just imagining what would happen if I lost my super hacker. That life can't survive without you. I use a purposefully extravagant tone to cover up my guilty thoughts and start pedaling. Breaks over, let's go. I am this world's observer. Nothing can escape my subjectivity. Everything and everyone exists as I will it. Maeri, Kurisu, Daru, even Suzuha. Here we can live in peace and harmony. None of us ever need to face death. A 48-hour eternity. I am the creator of this paradise, and so I know. Tomorrow will be another wonderful day. How many times has he done this? How many times? 20 now? Something like that? How many days has he lived just doing this over and over again? This is ridiculous. The moral implications are insane, and he's obviously, this is going to make you go insane, especially knowing what you know. My eyes roam her body. Oh, he's going insane. Something stirs in my heart, hot and heavy like thick lava. It whispers to me words like poison. What if I lure her into a dark corner and have my way with her? What then? God, no. Getting her alone would be simple enough. All I have to do is offer information on her father and she'll follow me anywhere. To make matters easier, no Amane Suzuha exists in present-day Japan. No documents proving Japanese citizenship. Not even a birth certificate. It's only natural. She won't be born for another 7 years. So even if she runs to the police, nobody will believe a word she says. I imagine she'll put up a fight. She was a member of the resistance in her time, and I know she's stronger than she looks. But she's still just a girl. It may take some doing, but I'll have my way with her in the end. Another me, Hoin Kyoma perhaps, is whispering inside my head. Oh! Okay. I see what we're doing now. I see what's happening. I understand. It's messed up. It's insane. It's mayhaps brilliant. Hoin Kyoma, his alter ego, the leftovers of a chunibyo, cringe-inducing phase from when he was younger. He's been doing it since he was a kid, but now, all of the things that he said about it, about who he is, what his goals are as a person, they're all manifesting themselves because he's going insane because of the knowledge that he has, the things that he knows, and just living this cycle over and over and over and over again. It's manifesting itself as a true alternate personality. I mean, maybe I'm going a little far. Maybe Hoin Kyoma, like, you know, maybe whatever. I might be putting too much stock into it. But right now, it feels like a massive character device that I thought was just going to be something I'd end up skipping all the dialogue for. And now, I mean, we have this. We have all of this stuff, which is insanity. Of course you do. It's instinct. This is dark and this is disturbing. So what if she's Daru's daughter? So what if she's on a mission to save the future? Forget about that. She's a fine woman, that's all. You're not a saint, Okabe Rintaro. What was it you call yourself again? That's right, an insane mad scientist. If you're really insane, Then let's see you snap. Remember, you have the power of a god. Whoa, all right. Okay, we're getting into that, huh? Yeah, we're getting into that. Holy crap, oh my god. Look, there is nothing that condones this, obviously. There is no, this is 100% not okay. In terms of the story, in terms of the plot, it's just crazy. And it makes sense for him to be going absolutely insane like this and just his morals undoing that. Of course you'd get a power complex like that if you just are hell-bent on living these same 2 days over and over again to run away from the tragedy and the heartache and the heartbreak that you would endure. If you feel like you can get away from all of that, then it's only natural that you would start to feel like you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. This is f***ed up. And hey, while you're at it, why not taste the same girl's virginity over and over again? Wouldn't that be something? All those virgins, oh. Think of what else you can do with the time leap machine. Murder, steal, kidnap, destroy? Is that the best you can do, Okabe Rintaro? Is that really all the evil in your heart? Well, I guess we're only human after all. We're? Think about it, Okabe Rintaro. Sure, you wanted this loop, but repeat the same 2 days forever? Sounds like torture to me. Aren't you tired of it already? These 2 days should be your paradise. Forget about petty laws and morals. You're a hunter. Taboos mean nothing to you. Hunt your prey and eat your fill. The voice is right. I am the observer. I am God. I can do anything. Do her. Kill her. Oh God! Why? Oh my Oh guys, I feel unsafe. This is not okay. This is getting like Amori levels of dark. No one can judge me in this closed loop of time. Forget your morals. Trust your primal urges. Follow your instincts. I cover my ears and avert my eyes from Suzuha. My ears are ringing. Someone is trying to crush my soul, projecting thoughts not my own onto the screen of my heart. Suddenly, Suzuha grabs me by the shoulders and peers into my face. The warmth from her hands makes the buzzing grow louder. You really are sick, aren't you? Want to sit down? I'm afraid to look at Suzuha with these dark feelings clogging my mind. I shake her off and flee towards Big Sight. Where are you going? I need to get away from Suzuha. If I don't, I might give in to the urge. I stare at my hands. Clench, open, repeat, repeat. My hands still move, just as I expect them to, just as I order them to. But those dark impulses, the devil's whispers, how can I explain those? What the hell was that? What's happening to me? I start to tremble. My teeth chatter. The sun's hot enough to burn my skin, but I feel cold. I'm afraid of myself. I'm still okay, aren't I? I am Hoin Kyoma, Okabe Rintaro, the insane mad scientist with a fetish for science and chaos. See, I still know who I am. Still? What is that supposed to mean? Will I eventually lose control of myself? Am I going to break? Like a Mobius strip, the same 2 days go round and 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 round. But today I failed to keep them the same. My feelings became twisted. Today on Harumi Bridge, I didn't just hesitate to save Daru, I nearly yielded to my dark emotions. Dark emotions, dark impulses, emotions seeping with venom. I listened to their poisonous, disgusting whispers, and I was almost drawn in. There's no denying it. Worse, that was but a taste of what might lurk inside my heart. If those emotions attack me again, this time crashing over me like a tsunami, will I be able to control myself? Mayuri, Kurisu, Daru, Suzuha. Will I be able to keep myself from hurting them no matter what? Will I be able to keep everyone safe in this loop I made for Mayuri and Suzuha's sake? Do I really have such strength? I don't know. That answer is hardly reassuring, but for now, it's the only answer I've got. This endless loop is the world I wished for. I can only protect this world. Only I can protect this world. I pray that those impulses were just a fluke, that they'll never resurface again. I ask only that tomorrow be peaceful. Guys, this finally has been the turn I've I guess I should say, been waiting for. This is not a darkness that I expected from this game. It's intense and raw, and I said gritty before, and it definitely is now. And it's 100% messed up. Insane. In terms of storytelling, I'm really digging it. It's a lot for me to handle emotionally, and I wasn't ready for this today. I didn't think I would be encountering something like this as I played through this game, but I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I did. It was a lot, but I did. So for now, take a break after all that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So for now, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye!